Good morning, guys, and welcome to the first Armin's Tech Talk of 2018. Know it's been a little while since I last put up a video. It's been about a month and a half, but today a little piece of news came out that I got really excited about and I really wanted to talk about, and that's kind of what this channel has been about for me, is to talk about things that I really feel passionate about and that I can share that enjoyment with you all. So I'll get into a little of the reasons why I also haven't put up a video toward the end, but let's get to the news first. So as many of you are aware, the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, Nevada is currently going on for 2018. This is where all the big tech companies get together and they start showing off their wares for the year. Now, Nvidia does go to these events, however, they don't typically show off consumer-grade products during it. I mean, if they do, it's usually a Shield or it's something in those lines of things. It's never a graphics card. I think maybe one year they teased at a graphics card during the Consumer Electronics Show. However, last night, during their press conference, they made the announcement of the BFGD, or, as most of us gamers would call it, the big effing gaming display. But for them, it's the big format gaming display. This thing is 65 inches. It has quantum dot technology, similar to what Samsung is putting into their high-end panels. It's supposed to get to 1,000 nits, and it's going to support HDR at 4K with G-Sync at 120 hertz. Right now, of course, there is no discussion or no information that I am currently aware of about what the inputs are going to be on this thing. The news article that I actually saw this from was from WCCF. They don't talk about any inputs on the display, and there is talk that there is a Nvidia Shield that is built into the display. So is this just going to be a streaming or a big format Shield TV sort of deal where the Shield's built in, you don't need an extra box? Are you going to be able to plug your computer into it? If it's got G-Sync, I would assume you can plug your computer into it over DisplayPort or HDMI. However, they have that set up currently. Once again, it's going to support HDR, but it is 65 inches. I mean, that is big format. There is actually a display right here to my left, which is a 55-inch LG BA OLED. I actually going to have a unboxing video go up on that display here in the next few days. I did it before Christmas, and I just haven't gotten around to putting it up. But just having a large display format for 4K and gaming, that's amazing. This is kind of the technology that was discussed last year at CES, but it was coming from the likes of Acer and in AOC with the 32 or 27 inch, actually in this case, quantum dot HDR monitors. They're not calling it a monitor, they're not calling it a TV. It's not quite clear what this display is, but if it does accept a PC input, that is going to be amazing for all of us gamers out there. Of course, the one big ticket is going to be, what is the price? There is no word on pricing as of yet. So just a little quick discussion, as I can see this image on the screen is getting darker and darker. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to try and fix that in post. But the reason why I haven't been around is, partially the display, partially some of the info out there, the news coming out hasn't been all that exciting been having a little internal conflict into as how I want this thing to go forward. I'm not necessarily impressed with the image quality. I'm not necessarily impressed with my own sound quality. So we're going to try something different hopefully at some point this year. I do have a there we go. Apparently that's the auto imaging kicking in for some reason. I do have a DSLR that I am going to get a microphone for, and I'm going to attempt to do something with that. And as well, right now I have the camera mounted on a desk lamp, which isn't necessarily working. When I changed over from a 32-inch monitor to a 55-inch OLED, I had nowhere to mount the webcam, and that just made it, of course, interesting to do videos. But yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you think? I mean, 120 hertz G-Sync, 65 inches quantum dot. I mean, probably local display dimming. I believe that's seen in there. G-Sync. If this thing is a actual gaming panel and it's priced right, would you consider getting it? I can tell you that a larger display, of course, does fix some of the scaling issues with 4K. I don't need to pump it up, and let's face it, my eyes aren't quite the best when it comes to the fine details of 4K on a 27 or 32-inch monitor. So this has kind of been the setup that I've been in the direction of going, and I'm really actually excited to see this come out from Nvidia. If they do allow this to be a monitor, it could actually really change that landscape and maybe even get us away from having to use traditional televisions to go to that size if we so desire. Anyway, guys, I want you to leave comments down below. Let me know what you think of this display. Would you buy it? Of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, you know what to do. And I look forward to seeing you all out there in the next video.